Man, whoa. This is it, man. This is the last shot. Kyle, pressure's on now, buddy. You invited him.
Oh, God, that sucks.
For thousands of years, man lived wild, and our triumph over Mother Nature defined who we were. We were rugged, we were strong. And as we evolved, our ingenuity led to towering achievements. We secured our place at the top of the food chain, and now we have the waistline to prove it. I'm Creek Stewart. I'm a survivalist. I've mastered the skills of self-reliance, and for almost 20 years, I've taught them to people from all walks of life. But now, it's your turn for a midlife wake-up call. So get off the couch and into the woods. If you can survive a week with me, you can change your life. Survival is simple. Just don't die.
This week, we're in Drummond Island, Michigan, one of the largest freshwater islands in the United States, smack dab in the middle of frigid Lake Huron. With 3 times the snowfall as the rest of the country and temperatures 12 degrees below the national average, any trip into the wilderness is a potential survival situation here. This week, we've got 3 buddies from Tennessee. They're all different, but they all thrive on the same 2 things: competition and football.
Where do we go from here? Well, this was a good idea.
Backpack.
We got bags, though.
In fact, they all coach in the same youth football program. They're passionate about teaching kids hard work and discipline, but this week, it's their turn.
How much food do you think's in here? Hey.
Guys, grab your packs and walk straight into the woods. Good luck.
10-4, Roger. Over and out. Let's hit the woods.
The first plan of action is for them to successfully navigate their way hundreds of yards into this forest to locate me at our base camp. If they can't do that, the game's over before it even starts.
Martin, this way straight. To your left.
How do you know that's straight, Kyle?
Because it's to the right.
As a retired Marine and current Tennessee state trooper, Kyle is no stranger to discipline, and that's exactly what he teaches on the football field.
Doesn't that look like sand?
We are on an island. That probably is sand. When I push the kids on my football team, it's to make them better. And that's what we're doing to ourselves out here. We're pushing ourselves to make us better, not just as coaches, but as people.
This don't look like back home either, does it?
Martin considers himself a born leader and a loyal friend.
Kyle asked me to come for him, so I'm here. Hey, Kyle, you go in front in case I do fall off something soft to land on. I might not like it. You might hear me grumbling, but I'm here.
Are you still going straight?
You said go this way. God, I'm glad I'm following you 2 idiots.
Brian met the other 2 guys coaching football. On top of that, he coached his daughter's basketball team for years.
I'm here in the woods, push myself, and like my daughter, her name is Summer. I want her to see that it's okay for you to be on your own, to do things and take that challenge. I can't feel my legs already.
Creek the guys. Stop for a minute and be still. It's incredibly easy to get turned around and lost in this wilderness. And here, you have to use all of your senses to stay alive, starting with finding me. Be still, look, listen, and good luck. Creek out.
Well, that's awesome. There's no one around. It's cold. I don't like it cold. And I surely don't want to miss supper. I don't hear anything.
I can't hear nothing.
Why don't you shut up so I can?
We even lost our way. I don't even know which way the road is.
All right, guys. We need to listen to something or find something because I'm not going to get lost out here. I'm nervous. I'm apprehensive. Getting lost in here would be not very good. Anybody heard anything? I've heard nothing. We were told to listen, and you've done nothing but talk. You hear that? I heard it now. There it is, boys. I'm going this way. Yeah. There it is. That's an axe. Up there to the left.
You're getting closer now.
It's not really good to hear a chopping noise in the wood, though, is it? Well, there he is, guys.
You found me.
Morning, Creek.
Welcome to Drummond Island and your home base camp for the next 6 days.
Where's the kitchen?
Yeah. It's a beautiful woods, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Well, don't let the beauty fool you, because it masks extreme danger. We are in the middle of the season of death here. Every living thing on this island is struggling to hang on and stay alive until spring, and we will be no exception this week, I promise you.
For the first 4 days, we're going to be working together as a team. On the 5th day, you'll be striking out solo.
At the end of this week, one of you will take home the same exact knife rig that I carry.
But today, our main priorities are shelter and fire.
So you got your backpacks.
Do.
Let's see what's inside of them. So first, guys, you should have a survival knife. Second, you should have a metal canteen with 1 liter of fresh drinking water. And then lastly, no survivalist with a brain in his head or worth his salt would walk into this woods under these conditions without a fire starting tool. So you have a fire striker.
You might need to help us learn how to use them.
We're definitely going to be using them all week long.
Fire. Let me know.
The only other tool you get this week are these 3 axes. We're going to need a lot of wood for our shelter, a lot of wood for our fire. It starts today because this morning is Lumberjack 101. Grab your axes and follow me. Let's get started.
Nothing to it but to do it now.
In these temperatures and conditions, there we go. The workload is unbelievable in the amount of materials we have to gather for both the shelter and the fire. There it goes. Give it a little push.
See you later.
We need a ton of wood for both of them. This, guys, is our fire for the whole night. There's nothing more frustrating when you're all tucked in a shelter having to stoke your fire all night long. And so I've got an idea on how to do a fire lay that burns the entire night. We got to cut grooves all the way down on one side, and then we're gonna have to come in and just kind of chip those grooves out. Daylight's burning, guys. We need to get all the work in that we can before that sun falls. The fire lay I have in mind involves only 2 big logs. Kick that one over here next to this one. By stacking them on top of each other, they burn slowly and should last us the entire night. Before you guys got here, I went ahead and gathered up a big pile of birch bark and some dried branches, and we're gonna sandwich all of that stuff in this gap, and that's what we're gonna light on fire. Birch bark is one of the most flammable materials I have ever used, and it's exactly what we need to make this fire lay work. Brian, you got your knife on you, man?
I sure do.
What I want you to do is scrape your knife at a 90-degree angle on this birch bark and just fuzz up the top of that. We've got to create surface area in that birch bark for those sparks to latch onto. We're gonna have Kyle bury the tip of his ferro rod right here and strike that as hard and as solid as you can. All right, put that ferro rod in there, man. Hold it down hard. Nice and solid. This is the scrape for your life right here.
I worked with the state of Tennessee as a state trooper, but secondly, I spend all my spare time with the youth football, and the reason me and Brian and Martin are here doing this is for their kids and also to prove to myself that I can do it.
Good. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's such a good side, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It'll be better when this is burning.
Good job. Kyle, good job, man.
I never used a ferro rod, so when we got fire, it was excellent. We have fire now. That's something we ain't got to worry about.
Hey, guys, I think we're all set on this fire. We need to get started on shelter, otherwise we're going to be screwed. Our desire to celebrate over starting the fire is quelled by the fact that we still have to build a shelter. You see all these little spruces all around camp? We need to cut 5 to 8 of those down each. The shelter concept I have in mind is a log cabin lean-to. But the sun is dropping, the time clock is ticking, and we got to jam a 4-hour build into an hour-and-a-half window. And that is nearly impossible. I don't know how we're going to get it done. It's crunch time. The sun is dropping, and we still have to get shelter, and that is a huge task. I am seriously concerned. We got to jam a 4-hour build into an hour-and-a-half window, and that is nearly impossible. I don't know how we're going to get it done. Kyle, I'm going to have you cut some of these long, nice long and thick ones so that we've got a 6-inch overhang on each side of our bedpoles from side to side.
The biggest ones.
The biggest ones.
Really haven't even stopped to think about the temperature outside right now. I know it's cold, but you're not thinking about it right now because you're constantly moving, you're constantly going. It hasn't all sunk in yet, I'm sure it will, as the night goes on and the colder it gets. The main thing right now is the shelter, and I just hope we can all get it done.
Guys, we got to get walls and a roof up because we only got about a half an hour. We're already not going to finish.
How are we going to do the roof?
Each side, imagine a stack of logs about this high. We're going to put a roof on those, thatched with boughs, and that's our shelter. That one will work. There you go. Stick it in here, man. That's good. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting beat.
I feel your pain.
Well, we're in the fourth quarter right now, man. We are going to beat this shelter. I actually contemplated only building a bed to sleep on. But as that sun dropped down and those temperatures really started to plummet, the wind is actually picking up. So it's so important to build walls and a little bit of a roof to get a windbreak from this crazy wind that's coming off of Lake Huron.
It's cold.
I know these interviews are important, but right now, I've got 3 guys to take care of in a shelter that's half built. I really need to focus on finishing this shelter and making sure that we make it through the night. All right, man.
Definitely need more. Right here. There you go.
And that'll do it. I don't know what it looks like, but it's going to have to do. Oh, man, that was one of the longest, hardest days that I've put in a long time.
I'm too old for this.
We've earned our rest tonight, fellas.
Yeah.
And this is just day 1. I tell you what, guys, we didn't do half bad for putting it up in the dark last night.
Real glad we finished the roof because we needed it. It snowed last night, so if we did not have the finished shelter on the sides and the roof, then we would have been covered in snow, and it was great to have a roof over your head.
Creek, we're going to have to do something about food today. Yeah, I'm hungry, but when he's hungry, he's no fun.
Well, it is next on the agenda.
I'm ready for that.
It's day 2. We've checked our fire and shelter off of our list of priorities. The only 2 things left are water and food. There's plenty of water frozen around us. We're just going to scoop snow into our canteens and melt it down. Get something warm in your system. Maybe that'll make you less hungry, too.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, my plan is to actively hunt.
We've all hunted, but where we hunt, it's bows and rifles, and that's it. So we're going to go out here with, I'm not sure what Creek has in store. I'm sure it's going to be something none of us has ever done.
There's a lot of small critters running around in this forest. You know, the problem is getting to them. My best bet is walking through the woods with nice solid throwing sticks. I know it sounds crazy, but we've got 4 guys. We actually got a shot. I mean, you guys got throwing arms, right?
I'm game.
Yeah.
So guys, why don't we fill our canteens, get it melting, and we'll make our throwing sticks.
I know there's yellow snow. I left some out here. I don't want to put that in there. It might be European snow.
Look at that sapling right there. See that little one? We'll drill that sucker.
That the one you were aiming for?
Yep, that one right there. I nailed it.
I believe that active hunting today will be the favorite part of my week because it's primitive. It's something I've never done before. So I'm really excited.
Grab your packs and axes because we're going to be gone all day.
All day long.
Cold weather conditions are brutal on the human body. We're definitely burning more calories than in an average survival scenario. Just maintaining core body temperature is using up an incredible amount of calories. We really need this food. We've really got to keep our eyes peeled. You know, we're looking for movement.
Or even tracks. We're looking for even tracks.
Tracks, yeah. You guys know, you've been in the woods before, you've hunted. Kyle, you'll be good at this. Because it's all about looking for things, man.
I'm a Tennessee state trooper, and my day-to-day job, it can change at a moment's time. You don't know what's going to happen next. You could get that very bad crash with somebody needing your help, and you have to respond. And out here, I don't know what to expect. I'm just a student with Creek, hoping to learn something and make myself better.
Hey, look at that.
Tracks?
What track is that?
That's a squirrel.
Squirrels are good.
When I was younger and during football, I was always a leader. Then throughout life, I'm a leader. But it's really interesting to watch Creek. It's going to be neat to learn from him. And during those times of learning, there's no need to lead. We already have someone for that job.
What are you looking at, Brian?
See, 3 piles. Yeah, there's tracks everywhere in here.
Yeah, there is. Man, for as many squirrel tracks as I've seen, we sure haven't seen a squirrel. This is not easy hunting. You know, we're just hoping at this point just to jump some type of small game animal in hopes just to throw a stick at it. It's a hard way to get food.
There's different tracks over here. There might be deer tracks.
We'd be hard-pressed knocking a deer down with a throwing stick.
We're walking through the woods, not finding anything. I'm frustrated, tired, cold, hungry. We've seen a lot of sign, but no animals, and just disappointing.
I want to eventually head back in the opposite direction. We're spending a lot of time hiking through dense forest, and I'm beginning to think that this is not going to pan out. The sun goes down so fast in this woods. At some point, we're going to have to turn back and head back home.
Hey!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, I see it now.
Dude, this changes everything, man.
Hey!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, this changes everything, man.
We got us a deer. Sure enough, there's an 8-point buck. It's on the ground. Couldn't believe it.
A hunter has shot this deer, and it's run off, and he didn't find it.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. People shoot deer all the time and lose them. But for that to happen where we're at, that's a godsend.
It looks like he hit towards the heart and missed the lung, so he could have run for miles.
Unbelievable. We know it's not died of disease. I mean, clearly, this thing was shot. If that arrow wasn't in it, I would not be okay with eating this deer.
What animals are eating on it?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's an issue. It's no secret that there are large man-eating predators that lurk in this woods. That is always on the back of everyone's mind. This meat up here, man, this hasn't been touched. Dude, it looks pretty fresh. I mean, it's in a freezer.
Let's take a look at the meat. Where we live, we all hunt and eat meat that we gather. So, you know, from small kid on, you understand how to cut meat from an animal.
Between this shoulder and that side of the neck, I don't know that we're going to need much more.
We still got a couple of days.
I'm on Kyle's side.
So take it all, okay? This deer is too big of a score to leave, and it takes a lot of work to process this deer meat. But the sun goes down so fast in this woods. Hey guys, I'm actually glad that you have experience doing this because we're losing daylight and we need this done fast. Sometimes in survival, you've got to make gut decisions. And tonight, we're going to take the food. I don't think we have enough daylight to process this deer and get back to camp. We just do not have the daylight. We're going to hole up in an emergency camp. I'm not getting lost in this woods in the middle of the night. Getting lost on Drummond Island in the North Woods in this time of year under these conditions is the worst survival situation imaginable. It's like being lost in an icebox.
Well, I think we can make it back. Back to the bed we already made.
If we make it back.
I'm not really into sleeping in the snowbank when I've already made a bed and a shelter, you know, off yonder somewhere. You sure you don't want to take a vote?
Just listen to me, Martin. Seriously, listen to me for a second. We've got very limited time. We've got just enough time to build a fire. If we get lost in that woods and that sun goes down, we're screwed.
So aren't we going to have to move to make our emergency shelter then, or what?
Right now, I'm thinking whatever's chewing on this deer is probably going to be back to chew on this deer. We've got to get away from this kill scene. We've got to gather firewood, start a fire, and hole up around it until morning.
Creek says guys are losing light, and we're going to have to make an emergency shelter. He doesn't want to risk going back through these woods at night. And we're going to have to build us a fire. We really got to scavenge really quick Everything that we did the first day that we had a day to do, now we've got 30 minutes. Not safe for us to be in the environment, all night. I don't think I'm really prepared for it, honestly.
There we go. We're not the only animals in this forest who want to sink their teeth in this meat. So keep it nice and safe tonight. I can't even stress the importance of getting this fire started tonight.
Well, I'm already getting cold.
It's fourth down, and we're on the 50-yard line down by 1 or 2 seconds. We got to score.
Okay. You got the ball, man. You got your fire striker?
I got my fire striker here. Ready? That was there.
Hold it up a little more vertical, yeah.
I'm really getting frustrated with the fire we're going. Come on, fire. A little nervous. Being a football coach, in the back of your mind, you've always got that inch of failure that you're always thinking about. Come on, Byron.
We're on Drummond Island in the middle of Lake Huron, and this North Woods is literally a maze and looks the same in almost every direction. Getting lost in these conditions is like a survival situation in a freezer.
Come on, Byron.
These guys have had a really rough go of it, and it's only day 2.
Come on, fire.
And solo day's still 3 days away, so there's a lot more they'll have to survive before someone takes home the knife.
Oh, that was there.
You're not doing anything wrong, man. We're just working with damp birch bark.
We have to get fire. We don't want to get cold, but I'm really worried. I'm getting tired pretty quick.
Doing good, man.
There, that's what we want.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost started.
There you go. Good.
Good job, man.
Let's get some of this going.
Oh, yeah.
We got it now, boys.
That's work. I was nervous, man.
Good job, man.
I'm gonna lie to you.
Our only job tonight is feeding this fire. And when you're not feeding the fire, you need to be wrapped up in this. This is your emergency blanket. I always carry enough, just in case. I've got 4 of them. This helps reflect all of your body heat and the heat from this fire back at you.
You don't think we can get a couple steaks on there?
What have I told you, Martin, about our survival priorities, man?
I'm not getting them straight, am I?
No. I don't make many guarantees in survival scenarios, but tonight, I guarantee none of us will sleep. This is our trade-off for food tomorrow. It's not about sleep tonight. It's just about hanging on till daylight.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, it is, man. It's gonna suck bad. How many pounds of meat you think that is, Kyle?
Probably about 30 pounds.
I'm really trying this morning to find the silver lining in last night, but there is no sugarcoating the fact that spending the night in this emergency survival camp was absolutely miserable. Oh, I've never been so happy to see a primitive shelter in my life.
Looks like the fire's out.
That's going to be priority number 1 right there, is get a fire started. Martin, you want to hit that, man?
I'd love to.
I want to cook this meat. We are so calorie deficient right now. We haven't eaten in a couple of days. Kyle, you want to chunk up that meat a little bit, man?
Just small, quick, easy chunks?
Yeah, just like kebab style, man. I just want to get it cooked and in our system. It's not a process to rush, man, so just take your time. I mean, when I said take your time, I didn't mean like all day, but...
It should be easy, man. Ain't no pressure like last night.
Pressure was on you last night, man.
That was...
You say it. Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay.
That was awesome.
I always kind of take a backseat role to these guys because they're talkers, they're movers, and I just kind of hang back. So I'm going to step forward more. And I want my daughter to see that so that maybe in her sports and even in school, it's okay to step up.
Like a pro, man. Kyle, it looks like you've done that before.
Oh, yes. I've done some deer hunting before. Me and my dad. I even take my son out last night. We had a hard choice to make. It was either go back to base camp, leave the food, or get the food, make a shelter. So we decided to get the meat and stay that night. And That's what we try to relay also to the kids, to make the tough choices, stay in there, stick with it, never quit, keep going.
This is not the best way to cook this, just right in the flame. But I'm just not waiting till coals, man. That's going to be another hour.
Kyle, you want the first piece?
Yeah, the butcher always has to taste first, man. If you go down, we know not to eat.
Oh, yeah.
It looks cooked to me. Dude, what does it taste like?
It's good.
It's even got smoke flavor.
Oh, my gosh, man. That is so rich.
That's awesome.
Oh, my.
The best part has been finding this meat.
Thank you, dear. Man, Lord.
Gratitude is what everyone should have because, you know, there's nothing given. So this experience will make me think about how easy things are for me and probably make me be even more grateful.
I think it'd be cool to teach you guys how to make jerky. You know, so that you can take it solo. It's all done and ready to eat. It's a great way to travel. You know, that's how people used to travel with meat.
You can do it here.
Yeah,
I love jerky. Creek is going to show us how to make a jerky out of this venison. That'll be interesting. I've never made jerky before.
We'll make a primitive jerky rack that will sit by the fire that can dry us jerky while we're sleeping tonight. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
One of my main goals this week is to teach these guys practical survival skills, and food preservation is one of those. And we're going to do that by building a jerky rack. We're going to try to make an adjustable rack so that we can do quite a bit of jerky at once. Because this is going to take a little while. It's going to take probably 24 hours in order to dry this meat. Making jerky in the wild is pretty simple. It's not about smoking it. It's not about cooking it. It's just about drying it. We're going to cut the meat into thin slices. We're going to hang it on a rack that's close to the fire so that we can draw all the moisture out of that meat. At that point, that meat is good for months. Is that the last one?
This is it.
Well, our rack's full. I don't know about you guys, but we do need to spend time tonight getting one thing that we haven't gotten yet. What? Rest. Oh, man. You guys up yet?
No.
Well, there's one. You ready for breakfast?
What in the world is that?
That's the leftover of our deer leg. You know, we had a lot of calories and a lot of protein out of that meat yesterday, but one thing we didn't get a lot of is vitamins and minerals, and that's what this is. The marrow inside of that is packed full of the vitamins and minerals that we need.
Well, I'd like to tell you that's a spectacular idea, but I'll take some eggs and hash brown.
Survival eating in the woods is a whole lot different than at home. And although these guys are avid deer hunters and are no strangers to venison, they've never eaten deer bone marrow. My mouth is watered.
You eat a lot of marrow, do you?
Caveman style right there.
Don't look at anything like Mama used to make.
It's a part of the deer you've never eaten before. It's kind of cool.
Depends on what it tastes like.
Springer looking good, man. It's a little more gamier than that venison was. You can taste everything the deer's been having, that's for sure.
What do you think, Kyle?
It wouldn't be bad with salt.
A little bit of salt, right? It's like a pate.
Mine tastes like chicken skin.
It does have that flavor, doesn't it?
Yeah. The bone marrow is edible. You know, it didn't taste bad, but it wouldn't be my first choice. I'd feed it to dogs.
We should really kind of recoup today, you know? We should hang out by camp, we'll eat, and just get ready for solo day, because tomorrow, you're on your own, and I'm not there. What do you think about that?
I'm excited.
Are you?
I'm ecstatic to do this solo day. This is my opportunity to be challenged, and I want to see what I can build and how well it works.
You guys gonna do your shelter first or your fire first? What are you thinking?
Fire.
Fire. If I were going out solo, I would probably do my fire first.
Being alone on solo night, it's different not having everybody there. Coach of football, we push the kids to the ultimate limits, and I know this has pushed me already, and we're not even through yet.
You guys have leaned a lot on each other this week, actually. When times have been tough, your guys' friendship has come in and filled in some of those gaps, you know?
Yeah.
And you won't have each other on your solo day. Brian, what are you going to do when Martin's not there?
That's why I'm kind of nervous. You know, I'm going to be happy doing stuff that a little more out of my element. I'm really nervous about this solo trip, but every now and then you got to do it yourself, you know.
It is not going to be easy, and I can't say that I envy you. Well, guys, the day has come. Solo. You ready?
We'll see once we get in there.
Brian, I'm going to send you back that way. Martin, I'm going to send you that way. And Kyle, I'm going to send you that way. You'll each want to grab a skewer of jerky and take it with you so that you've got something to eat.
All right.
And I'll see you tomorrow morning back here at base camp. I will not be there to check on you.
Till we meet again, brother.
All right, man.
I'll see y'all in the morning.
Good luck, man. We'll see you tomorrow. One of my favorite things to do is cook. This particular setup is my version of what's commonly known as a Swedish torch. To start, you need 3 saw or axe cut logs that you can stand up. As you can see here, I've chopped the insides with my axe. This exposes the dry inner parts of this wood because we're gonna start a fire in between these 3 logs. It only takes about 15 or 20 minutes for this Swedish torch to really get going, and it will last for hours. There's just no substitute like a skillet or a metal pot in the wilderness, and they just fit perfectly on top of this natural range. This stove is incredibly efficient. Perfect.
Stuff's getting thick.
I think this will be the spot. If these are sturdy enough, I had 2 walls already built. That'll be pretty good.
I think this is it right here.
I got good tree cover. Not so much snow on the ground here. I'll make a bed right here. Probably try to throw my fire right there.
My idea is to make me a bed spring across this open place and then put a fire down here, channel all that heat up through my floor.
I've pretty much already got 2 natural walls right here. Put my fire right here. So now I just gotta find some birch bark and get my fire. Creek said there's birch bark everywhere in here. I just gotta find it. He said it literally peels off the tree like paper. Huh. Just to be honest with you, solo day, it just means we're almost done. It's gonna be worse. I ain't gonna have nobody there to help or do anything. That's what I'm talking about. But it's the last night, thank God, and you're just wanting to get it done, get it over with, and get out of here. Froze. Good gravy.
Make Creek mad. I'm gonna deviate from his plan. I'm gonna build my bed first and then get my fire going. That'll work. This is the day I've been dreading. I mean, it's different being in camp with 2 guys, you know, some strange blonde-headed guy. But, you know, I'm out here and I'm gonna do it by myself.
Just to be honest, I came because Kyle wanted me to come. I mean, that's the bottom line. When I'm at home, I'm kind of a lazy person. I like to relax, chill out. You know, since being here and being in the woods, I'm feeling fulfilled and satisfied, but I'll never let Kyle know.
If this don't go, I'll have to find a live one. One of my biggest worries is getting this fire going, and if I can just keep it going, just let it grow. And that way, as long as I got a fire, I can go ahead and start on the shelter.
You always gotta give it the seat test first. Look at there, springs. I don't need anything really big. It's just me.
Hope Creek don't find out I waited to start my fire till last. But hopefully this works out.
Here we go, take 1 of 500,000. Man, I hope this works. I'm horrible at this junk. This is This is big. Oh man, come on, it's almost there. Oh, seen it. Oh, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. That's over top. Come on, baby, catch, talk to me. Oh, I killed it. And now I don't have a fire, I just got smoke. Man, my pine bows didn't even go up. Wow. Working on my fire. I don't have Martin to look to or Kyle to look to. It's just me. He either says you're unlucky or you stink. There's nobody in that corner anywhere to help me out. I'm out here in this woods by myself with it. I'm having a lot of trouble. Frustrated, pissed off. I really would like for you to burn it, please. Now I'm wondering just what in the heck I'm doing wrong or what I ain't doing right. Ah, jeez.
These three buddies from Tennessee traveled over 900 miles to test themselves on Drummond Island with me.
I really would like for you to burn, please.
I've taught them everything they need to know to survive in this harsh environment, and now they have to apply it all on their own.
There's a lot of heat out there. I just can't get it to fire up. I don't know. This is a lot different than building a fire in a chimney or the outdoor fire pit or whatever. I've got bladder fluid, I've got everything. Here I've just got nature. Never built one straight from scratch like this. I want some freaking fire. Oh, that's such a good side. It's crackling now. I think I can keep her going, but I was ready to just go what the freaking D. Let me tie it in here. This is gonna be a crappy, crappy night.
I really wasn't too excited about being here, but it sure has given me a lot of time to think. You know, it's been cold, snowy, a lot of chopping wood, and I've enjoyed every minute of it.
There's my fire. That thing is kicking my butt today. I was wanting to quit, but I didn't. So summer has to do the same thing. Don't stop. No matter what happens, just keep your head up.
This week has been hard to say the least. Can't wait to get home, and hopefully most of the players there with Bryceville Youth Football, just wanted to do a big shout out to them. The coaches came up here. We went to the extreme. Hopefully that'll just show that your coaches can go all the way, so can you.
I'm very surprised how good the shelter worked out. A lot of hard work for such a short time.
God almighty. Never got to see you again.
Hey, man.
Morning.
Did you get some rest last night?
Had a little bit. Morning.
Did you come out of hibernation?
I did sleep good.
Did you? Good to see you this morning, man. Whoa, look who else just rolled into camp. Hey, Kyle, how you doing, man? Well, I must have done something right because the guys are all back safe at base camp, and solo day has been a huge success. You know, all week long, as I've been carving with my knife, I've been watching you guys eyeing my survival knife. Well, this week, I brought with me the same exact survival knife rig that I use. And as athletes and coaches, each of you know that you can have an incredible season and it still all come down to one game. Survival is a lot like a football game. It's not over until it's over. And today, I'm going to have these guys compete for this knife. It's not about your performance this week. You're all three still alive. we're going to have a knife throwing competition. I've repurposed our jerky rack into a target. You guys are going to throw your knives at that target, and the first one to stick their knife takes home this knife. You'll go in the order in which you came into base camp. If 2 guys stick their knives in the same round, then we'll do another round with just those 2 guys. What do you think about that, Martin? Oh, Martin's up. I just hit a tone with Martin.
I'm a knife fanatic, man. I want that knife. I'm leaving here with that knife. It's mine.
Game time.
That's a good throw, man.
Dude, that was a good throw, man.
Oh, I missed the whole target.
Oh, man, Kyle.
He played center. He wasn't allowed to throw the ball.
Ooh, man.
Whoa! Man down.
Oh, man. Whoa. This is it, man. This is the last shot. Kyle, pressure's on now, buddy. You invited him. You invited him.
Pressure's on.
Oh, God, that sucks.
Oh, here we go. I'm sorry, fellas. Martin, it's yours, buddy.
I worked my tail
Good
off.
job this week. No joke,
Thanks,
man. Seriously,
Appreciate it.
good job this week, man.
It's an unbelievable feeling that I have this opportunity. I mean, any athlete knows the feeling, and it's hard to explain. It's just when you're working towards something and you finally achieve it, it's an explosion of emotions. And I hope the guys know how proud that I am. You get me choked up, man.
I think we can count this week as a victory and officially say, game over.
Game over.
I can't imagine a better 3 guys to coach and lead the next generation of men behind us. They're as solid as the rock we've been standing on this week, and I'm proud to call them fellow woodsmen.
You know that's really my knife since I had you come up here, don't you?
I'll let you touch it once in a while.